Hi, Sofia. Can you just describe the difficulty of dealing with the variety of shots that Bianca was handing you today?
Yeah, she gave me a lot of different variety. It was obviously a tough match. It was a good battle. I knew it was going to be a tough one going. She's the favorite here, and yeah, obviously the crowd wasn't for me, which obviously I knew that's going to be the case. But yeah, honestly, it was. I just felt like it could have gone either way. Like we were just battling out there, and it just unfortunately didn't go my way today.
So you showed the competitive once again that you are by saving at least those 4 match points. First off, what injury did you suffer in terms of going off the court? How did it feel when you came back on with how you battled in there? And if you could describe if you thought just your forehand today, this being off, was maybe the reason why this 50-50 match didn't go your way today.
Yeah, I just felt like as the match was going, I pulled like my groin in my left leg. It was just getting really tight. I know what it is. I always, on close matches, I always feel like my leg is, sometimes bothering me. It was holding off pretty well these past matches. Today, obviously it's fatigue. It was a lot of moving, it was every point was like, so yeah, I had to go off court and just get a tape to somehow hold it together. And yeah, I can still feel it, but I feel like with the tape, it was better. It gave me some support. And yeah, I just tried not to think about it. I was, fighting for every point, like you said, saving like 4 match points. So yeah, I didn't want to pay attention to the leg. I knew I didn't have time to focus on that. I needed to play every point because, if not, I would have lost, which I did still. But
Obviously, right after a loss, people are going to ask you, can you take it the positive way? But this was a pretty big week for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, obviously it was a good week. I'm happy. I've beat some really top players, and yeah, just today just didn't go my way. But I'm gonna take all the positives that I had from this week and play Cincinnati. Try to have a good one. Try to have a good run there. And yeah, I just feel like everything's positive right now. It was just a tough match, tight match, but I think it's really good what I'm doing, and I feel like I'm having a really good year. And yeah, I feel like I'm playing well, so I'm just gonna try and have a good run next week's.
Sofia, you mentioned that obviously the crowd wasn't going for you. How difficult is it for a player when you know the crowd is partisan and cheering openly and wildly for your opponent? Is it more difficult on your game?
Yeah, obviously it's tougher. I don't play in those kind of conditions. So it's obviously not like I can practice. But yeah, I didn't want to pay attention to that. I knew it was going to happen, so it wasn't like a shock. I obviously expected this, but yeah, I try to just block it out and do the best I can, and yeah, just try to block it out.
It's the second time you've played her this season. What were some of the key differences between the first match and this one?
You mean when I beat her in Acapulco or in Miami?
Oh, no, I was talking about Acapulco.
Yeah, honestly, I just felt like I was playing well. I felt like I was there. It's not like she beat me and I walked off court saying, like, I don't know what to do. Obviously, I had it, and it's just a few points didn't go my way. But comparing it to Miami, we made too many unforced errors in Miami, and I did not play as well as now. So obviously, it's positive, and I knew I can beat her, and obviously, it was a good win, a good match for her, but I still believe I can win, so.
So you continue steady to make that progress, like throughout the season as you've been playing that well and going to Cincinnati. You have Gurgis in the first round. In terms of just not only Cincinnati, but the week before the Open, do you plan to think about playing Bronx if you go deep in Cincinnati, or will you give yourself just a week off regardless of what happens in Cincinnati?
I wasn't planning to play Bronx. I didn't sign up, so I'm just gonna do Cincy and hopefully, take all the positives from this week and use it when I play Julia. And depends what happens. We'll see.
When she was serving for the match and you won that game fairly easily, it seemed as though she was starting to get nervous. Did you sense that on your side of the net and think, okay, here's my chance now?
Yeah, obviously, I felt like the momentum was going my way, and yeah, I can tell that she was getting nervous and everything, but I knew that it doesn't mean anything. She's going to fight, and I knew it's going to be a battle out there. And like everyone said, it's going to be a battle, youngsters, so.